Status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Who need your help? Teach up yourself, know what you will. Cuffers about, people are puzzled on what the hell. Suck with you. Status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Who need your help? Teach up yourself, know what you will. Cuffers about, people are puzzled on what the hell. Suck with you. No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Who need your help? Teach up yourself, know what you will. Cuffers about, people are puzzled on what the hell. Suck with you.
Like in the far, you talk like you. Many act like they never knew. Got you in the puddle for burning bamboo, shivering the sellouts too. Black Twitter and T.I., just a bunch of sellouts too. Chasing a fraud, a puppet like God, but always running from truth, accepting the lies of rapper guys, rapping LGBTQ. Wearing a purse, revenge of the nerd, is how black sellouts do. Keeping you white, calling you black and other. More truth misnomers too. The reason we fall, most of all, we trust all and love who. Using fire festival rules. They keep selling you out, clearing full of these dudes, keeping you fools on Google where they hang out. Snapchat, black trap, to catch you something fat rap. The way sell out niggas flip, they must be acrobats. Finger under my nose like Mo, watching how low all these sellout niggas go. Calling the continent Turtle Island when the Moors know this is Morocco.
No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Who need your help? Teach up yourself, know what you will. Cuffers about, people are puzzled on what the hell. Suck with you. No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Who need your help? Teach up yourself, know what you will. Cuffers about, people are puzzled on what the hell. Suck with you.
Stand straight up in the chest. Speak from the gut with one's breath. Erect one's spine and helps around one's mind, not just puff chest. Some see success as an image. Heart. There's some of just gimmicks at heart. Limits to start to change, but closer to their aim. Similar, not the same to name. Most of us claiming off from. Meaning some common traits, suppression, learning changes. How things get done. And begun with self-inspection. And proceed to self-reflection in the direction of those in my immediate trusted section. Correction mandatory. Many lack peers with authority, reminding us of our story, how we are and we are to be most people see. Too many grasping dearly for imagery, when truthfully he sees only the iceberg tip of me. That's how it's supposed to be. Instead of these short vision investors, spending to be shiny, praising haters and being grimy, and most of the time should be a memory of past poor conduct. Yet some so stuck in that stage, excessive value for external praise.
Status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Who need your help? Teach up yourself, know what you will. Cuffers about, people are puzzled on what the hell. Suck with you. No status, what's up? See the stateless in you. Still a greedy ass seller, only thinking about the shelf. Who need your help? Teach up yourself, know what you will. Cuffers about, people are puzzled on what the hell. Suck with you.
Yeah, Mordians. That's the Mordians. You can catch it at willowalah.com. Islam to all the Moors on this Saturn day. I will everything's well.
Now let's look at noble duality. Here's a man that died a young man. Noble duality. Lived from 1886 to 1929. I salute my brother. He's the first man to bring Islam to us in the way he tried to bring it. And
Hold on a second. He's the first man to bring Islam to us, but then who tried to do it in the way that he tried to do it and all that BS, Farrakhan? When you know Farrakhan, you saw the crescent moon and the star in the sky that verified to you that it's time for the Moors and the Nation of Islam to get back together so that we can start talking nationality. Eva Muhammad knows. All the Moors in Bratton Bay, Temple number 13, Moor Science Temple knows. And you guys are playing around with people. And you got it looking like Moors are talking crazy about Nation of Islam because we're jealous because Nation of Islam has factories and they have schools and they have a laundromat and they have all this stuff, but Moors have nothing. So we look like fuckboys because we have nothing and they have all the stuff. The hell out of here. Moors are the foundation of Islam in America. Not some Africans, not some Aboriginal indigenous, none of that. A Moor, who everybody knows he's a Moor because he told them, I'm not Negro, black, colored, I'm a Moor. You don't call me no Timothy Drew. I'm Noble Drew Ali. Where you think Muhammad Ali got that from? To stand up on his Ali. From Ali. That's why his name's Ali. You think his name's Ali because of some NOI whatever? Muhammad Ali is Ali because of Noble Drew Ali. Because they know the power that this man rep that name Ali in. They know what he put behind that name. And instead of them telling the people honor Noble Drew Ali, they're going to tell you honor Fard. Honor Elijah. Honor Noble Drew Ali. The man who brought Islam to America, but he's not really, teaching Islam the way it's supposed to be taught. NOI is doing that. F out of here. And it's not something that Moors say. This is documented fact. And all the dumbasses are the people calling themselves Negro, black, colored, African, and all the other BS, and they don't want to accept the fact that they're Moors. So, when we call out people like Ben X, who we know he's a little youth man, he ain't nobody, but he's talking crazy. And these people who are his leadership, they know about Moorish nationality. They got nationality cards and all that. They got nationality paperwork. We know that they have nationality paperwork. I'm not guessing or assuming something. I'm telling you, at Savior's Day, somebody put up their hand and you ask Farrakhan, are you a Moor? Do you have a nationality card? So next time you put a camera on Riza Islam, ask him, what were you doing when you went to court? When you went to court, Riza Islam, for your Medicare fraud BS with your mom, what was that stuff you were saying in court? Because I read an article and it said that you were saying something in court about something that we just want to verify what you were saying in court. What was your defense? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Since you guys want to play dumb with people. You tell me that these people aren't sellouts if they know what it is and they're not telling you? Or you're telling me, give them a pass because, they're doing work for the community and they have the best bean pies, so they get the pass because they have the best bean pies? What are you talking about? Well, no wonder we can't get anywhere as a people. No wonder we can't get... You sitting here blaming Moors, talking about we're doing some fighting against our brother or whatever, when we're actually fighting against traitors. This is not about no brother, sister. This is about loyal, unloyal. This is about agents. This This is about provocateurs. They come by many names because all of them want to distract you from this man right here, Noble Drew Ali. All of them want to distract you from him. Why you think Farrakhan even put him up? You think that was because of he wanted to? That was because of he knows. What do you mean? You know, as soon as he started doing stuff, he got healed of certain things and all that. You think he doesn't know the science of what this is? What Noble Drew Ali really brought? Why he was the ancient Egyptian adept student and all that? People telling me crazy about some guy named Thomas Drew and all this stuff. Like people can't make a mistake in a newspaper. You know, they're gonna say, oh, Moors quote the white man, and we use the white man's dictionary or whatever like that. But they're not gonna go with, it was the white man who said Noble Drew Ali's name is not Timothy Drew, it's Thomas Drew. That was Europeans saying that. So how you riding with them, but then you're not riding with the other European stuff? That's hypocrisy. And only hypocrites are blatant with their hypocrisy. We studied to know what we're talking about. We're not shooting from the hip. As Moors who are the Moors that know that they're Moors and they're not accepting the BS, regardless of what happens, I don't care what they do. Bring a tank. I'm a Moor. If you're going to blow off the head, then blow off the head then. At least I went down as a Moor. I don't care what they put on some tombstone or whatever like that. Man is mind. Man is not this physical stuff you see around you. But you know, that's too advanced. Finite minds can't comprehend infinite. So back on topic. This is Noble Drew Ali. He told you that you're not Negro, black, colored, or Ethiopian, that you're Moors. You want to play around? That you're something other than that? Go right ahead. But we're going to use you as an example because you're a traitor. You're not playing that stuff about, well, they didn't know and all that. Oh, no, sorry. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. And if you want to talk about, you know, have rights and all that stuff, you're dealing with law. And if you're dealing with law, let's deal with law in all its aspects. So the law maxim, wow, I didn't know. Or he didn't know. They did this to them. How come? Well, they didn't know. All that is mute right now. Mute it. Zip the lip. Because the law maxim tells us ignorance of the law is no excuse. And everything's governed by law, so everything has to do with law. I don't care what you're dealing with. Tic-tac-toe, you got to deal with law. Cause and effect. And tic-tac-toe is universal law of cause and effect. So don't get mad at Moors. Why are you talking to our people like that? You should talk to them like children. You should talk to them like pets. Here, boy, you want some information? Oh, let me scratch you under your chin there, boy. I see you, boy. Get the hell out of here. If you're not on the frequency of know that you're a Moor, but you're not going to say you're a Moor, you're going to call yourself every other thing in the book. Open a book, point at something that identifies us, okay, you're that. Oh, a seer said that we're whatever, okay, so you're that. Oh, well, the master teacher of whatever said that we're whatever, oh, but you're that. But you didn't realize that the people who told you that you're all this other stuff, they're Moors? Are you lost in the sauce? You must be lost in the sauce. So people could play around with whoever they want to play around with, but you know, it's not like we don't play. You know, we like to have fun too and whatever. And we are Moors that's in ball leagues and stuff like that. They want Moors want to have their kind of fun. We're not some, you know what I mean, like you think that we're not down with our people or whatever. Of course we're for our people. What do you mean? We're just letting you know that amongst our people are certain people who deny this man so that they can get some shout-outs and praise and honors, because really and truly they're not honorable. Because if they were honorable, they would be repping for him. They wouldn't be repping for themselves. If they're going to go out of their mouth and say that Noble Drew Ali is the one who brought us Islam, this is the nation of Islam talking, and they're saying Noble Drew Ali brought them Islam, then what are they saying? If they're called Nation of Islam and Noble Drew Ali brought that, what are they saying? But nah, you're too dumb to realize that the representation of the Nation of Islam, the face of it, knows that our people are Moors. I don't care about the people under him. Whoever's under him, I don't care. Only way they matter is if they step up and they say that they're Baal or Ali or something like that. So Muhammad Ali, he has clout. He could talk. Right? Joseph X corrected his name. He's saying Yusuf Bey. Why is Captain Joseph X proclaiming his nationality to Yusuf Bey and there's people still X today? Are you seriously going to tell me that something's not going on? Everybody else is X, but all the leadership, they know about Ali, they know about El, they know about Bey, they know about Fezes, they know that has nothing to do with any Congo and Prince Leopold cutting the hands off of elephants and all this type of madness. Nothing to do with that. This man's the founder of Islam in America. Why are they not just telling you that they came from the Moorish Science Temple? Why are they just telling that? That should be the first thing that they say in every lecture that they do. Honors to Noble Drew Ali. We just want to let you know that as Nation of Islam, we are an offshoot of the Moorish Science Temple of America. We're supposed to be giving you guys nationality cards and stuff like that. We're supposed to be wearing fezes, but we banned those in the 1930s. We're supposed to be giving you nationality cards instead of identification cards. And the sign outside is actually supposed to be saying Moorish Science Temple of America. But, we can't tell you that you sell out because, when you know who the sellout is, then you stop supporting them. And you start supporting what you should have been supporting from the jump so that you can get what you're supposed to get. But nah. You want to play games with your birthright. They want to placate. Look up placate. That's what they're doing. They're not giving honors. They're placating. They're pretending to give honors to Noble Drew Ali, but they're not telling you that you're Moors. They're calling you black still. And justifying it. Well, we're black because the universe and everything grows out of blackness and all that stuff. What the hell does that have to do with your identity? What are you talking about? No, somebody in the chat said they received $1 million from the KKK. So if NOI is getting funds from the KKK, like what is it that, like I really want to know. You know what I mean? If anybody's out there, like why are they getting finances from the prison? How come they're going to the prison to teach but they're getting paid? I thought it's supposed to be humanitarian. How come there's federal funds that they're getting and nothing's happening in the community for the nation at large, only to make the Nation of Islam look good, like they're doing something for our people? People got murdered last night. What are you talking about? People are playing around with you. You're telling me they're getting KKK money and you're going on a march with these people? Are you for real? You're for real. You're really telling me that you're for real? Oh, Matadi hit the thing. You gotta hit the thing. I see you. We're telling you, this is really where it's at. Noble Drew Ali. This is really where it's at.
Thank him. Thank Allah for him. Is the name given to the Muslims from North Africa that invaded the Iberian Peninsula and brought Islam to Spain and Portugal and southern France. So he's calling us Moors, and he dressed his followers.
There's not followers. What are you talking about followers? Why are you comparing what Noble Drew Ali brought, which is nationhood, to some movement or some organization? Talking about followers. People who are Moors are not followers of Noble Drew Ali. To be very clear. People who pretend like Noble Drew Ali is some religious whatever, you're missing something. You're missing something. Because we're telling you that they know we are Moors. They only pay the black whatever so they can get their nigger funding. Why would they have a march for Asiatic people to unify and all that stuff? Because the white man this and the white man that. But then they're going to go to the white man to get a permit in order to do their march. What? What? And you're not asking questions? You're just going with it? And we're only talking about NOI only because I seen Ben X have 2 Moors on his thing. Had 2 Moors on there. Had 2 Moors there. And everybody's playing games. Because they're not just shutting it down that this man's playing games. They're playing games. They know that they're playing games. But it's only for the dumb public who don't study, who are the followers that he's talking about. He's talking about the people who are in front of him when he's on the podium. That's what he's talking about. We're not talking about that. When we say Moors, it's not because of some Moor Science Temple organization, religious corporation, association, whatever. When we say Moors, we're not talking about just some North African whatever only. Go read George G.M. James, Stolen Legacy, where he revealed, and everybody knows, if you're conscious, you read Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James. Stop playing games. And he told you that the Moors were the custodians of the ancient Kemetic mysteries. So if the Moors are the custodians of the ancient Kemetic mysteries, why are the Kemetic people not Moors? Because obviously, Kemet got absorbed into the Moorish paradigm. Obviously, that happened. But no, they don't want to accept that. They're going to go quote every other part of G.M. James' book, except the part where he said the Moors are the custodians of the ancient Kemetic mysteries. There should be nobody saying that they're Kemetic whatever right now, because they're Moors. If the Moors are, if the ancient Kemetic people said, hey, Moors, we want to make you the custodians of our mystery system. Everybody knows what a mystery system and all that stuff. And don't tell me there's a mystery, you mean our story, and go off on some tangent. Stop the BS. You already know what's up. That's your ancestors, Kemetic guys, that gave Moors the, come on now, stop the BS. Because if you honor George G.M. Dane because he got the Masonic murder, to cut off the tongue and stuff like that and all this, then why don't you honor him by being Moors? Since his book said you Kemetic guys gave Moors the custodialship, but you're not Moors today. And we don't know what we're talking about as Moors. That we really don't know what we're talking about. Okay, let's just see if it's just us. Let's just see if it's just us. We are all Moors. A Nor Majid. That's the other thing we like to tell you. All you low attention span people who don't like to know about yourself, we're just going to give you quick slaps because we understand that your attention span is short and you lose attention fast. So we just want to put this on the record. On the eve of Noble Drew Ali's death in 1929, W.D. Fard Muhammad, probably born to a man of East Indian, what would later become Pakistan, and a white English woman in February 25, 1891, in New Zealand, appeared in Chicago after having entered the United States via Canada illegally in 1913, with an anglicized name and having joined the Theosophic Society of Chicago, Garvey's UNIA, and once in Chicago, the Moorish Science Temple. While attending the Ahmadiyya Mosque on the city's south side. When Fard Muhammad moved to Detroit in 1930, with its estimated 120,000 black people, to peddle exotic clothes and such, Noble Drew Ali had passed away, and Fard Muhammad soon preached to Drew Ali's working class customers, established a movement of Muslims as opposed to Drew Ali's Muslims. Officially, the Lost Foundation of Islam stressed consumer discipline that they got from Drew Ali, education that they got from Drew Ali, strict dietary laws that they got from Drew Ali, and pride in one's origins that they got from Drew Ali. Was founded July 4th, 1930. But it would be Elijah Poole from Georgia, down on his luck in the cold, forbidden north, who would designate the mysterious Fard Muhammad as God incarnate after meeting him in 1931. The following year, Fard Muhammad was arrested on strange charges pertaining to a follower's alleged sacrifice of another man, then again in 1933 for disturbing the peace. In June
1934, Fard left as abruptly as it had appeared, leaving behind Elijah Muhammad, as Elijah Poole was now known, to a fractious movement caught up in internecine conflict and division. No, that's not just him. Islam in America. Islam in the American experience. And they all know, and they're just not telling you. It makes it very hard for you to just accept certain things. In 1961, I went back to Philadelphia. The largest group was Elijah Muhammad's group, 61. The most militant Muslims were on the East Coast. We didn't give in to negativism with them. We just remained aloof from them. Most of the people in Ahmadiyya were all from the 20s and 30s. They were not involved in nationalism. Loyal to America, but I was younger, involved in the Black Panthers and all the nationalism. We like to say that Elijah Muhammad was influenced by Mufti Muhammad Sadiq. There is a photograph that exists of Elijah Muhammad and Mufti Muhammad Sadiq sitting together on stage with Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Garvey. They don't know? You're really gonna say that they don't know what's going on? Don't be that naive. I beg you, don't be that naive. Everybody knows. Right? Supreme lessons on nation and gods and earths. I came to the wilderness of North America by myself. He implies he came as a free man of his own free will. His first appearance in 1910 is said to have come in contact with Noble Drew Ali, Moorish Temple of Islam. His second coming, July 4th, 1930. Oh, you're not convinced that they know. You think the show that they're putting on is what this is about. Oh, you have been utterly made a fool of. They're really playing games with you. Like they're really playing games with you. How come they're playing so much games with you? Why? Right? This is African American religions. 1500 to 2000. In 1930, another organization, the Lost Found Nation of Islam, emerged in Detroit as an offshoot of Moorish science. Roughly 1 month before his untimely death, Drew Ali had appointed an energetic and ambitious convert, David Ford L., as a Grand Sheikh and placed him in charge of the Chicago Mosque. The schismatic dissension that emerged in the wake of Ali's death turned violent, culminating in a standoff between several MSTA members and 1,000 members of the Chicago police. Ford L. pulled up roots, moved to Detroit, where he started the Allah Temple of Islam, to rebuild the floundering MSTA community. Changed his name to Wallace D. Fard. His efforts at renewal became the Lost Foundation of Islam.
in line with the heritage theology of the MSTA, the nation